RFK, when I interviewed him the first time 3 years ago during COVID, I never thought he's going to run. Like, that was never like, RFK's going to run. And I don't even know if he wanted to run. I don't know. You know how some people for years, like DeSantis, I feel like he's been wanting to run his entire life. Hillary, I feel like she's wanted to run her entire life.
Mitt Romney.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of, we can give a list. You know who these guys are. It's on the list. Totally. I don't think RFK was on that list. I don't think he cared to run, want to do it. Vivek, maybe. I think Vivek is ambitious enough to think that he thought he would be the youngest president ever. I can actually believe that. I'm 50-50 there. Why do you think of Vivek that's almost passed up DeSantis, okay? Why is Vivek and RFK, why are they doing so well in this election? Why do you think they're doing so well?
Yeah, two totally different reasons. So, and I polled this, and I haven't told anybody about this poll before, and I'll tell you. On the Democratic side, there is a great hunger for someone who is not Joe Biden. Now, that's a well-known fact, but we polled it, and almost anybody on a one-to-one matchup against Biden, like you could put in Bob Smith, Jim Jablowski, made up names.
Love
right?
Jim Jablowski.
Love that guy.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
We should actually do it. Run a poll and put Jim Jablowski.
And they'll trust me, they would.
Yeah.
There's a random guy in Wisconsin named Jim Jablowski. He's like, I'm running for president. Yo, this is happening.
And we did it. We did that poll. Including, I put my own name in. I put in a bunch of progressives. All of us got 20% or higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. There's a yearning for him not to be the president.
Yeah.
Correct.
RFK is not actually popular. When I talked to Marianne Williamson's campaign.
Okay? You said RFK is actually not popular.
Yeah. So they just don't know who he is. They're not going to him because of his anti-vaccine stance, anti-establishment stance. They're going to him because his last name is Kennedy.
That is
and
true.
they're like, oh, that's better than Jablowski.
Stop, guys.
Okay.
Adam, you're saying that is true.
It is true.
You
No,
guys
I'm saying
don't
his
want-
last. That's not. I'm not agreeing that it's the only reason.
Dude, if
but
that's
his last
the
name
case, some
has
people think
cachet.
the other Kennedy Republican on the other side with the accents related to the Kennedy, and he's not. The guy with he could have been a comedian.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
But that's why
Okay.
he was elected, Pat, because he sounds like.
Is that what that is?
But he's actually not a Kennedy.
So anyone there. So, and by the way, RFK Jr. and Marianne combined have about 20 points.
Yeah.
Like, so they're 20% of Democrats are like, I'll give to anyone not named Biden. I don't want that.
80% of that is RFK, and 20% is Marianne.
That's true.
To be fair,
but to be fair, Kennedy's a giant name versus Marianne, and Marianne's been smeared by the media, et cetera, right? So, but if you're saying, is there an anti-establishment vibe in the Democratic Party? Hell yes. It's larger than 20%.
Yeah.
Why do you think Bernie almost caught Hillary? Yep. And by the way,
he should have been the candidate.
He should have been.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
Bernie would
But
have beat Trump.
Hillary did her due diligence with the DNC, and
They screwed
Debbie
him over.
Wasserman
That was
short.
his chance. They screwed him over.
100%.
Yeah. And look, I said Bernie could win back in 2013, 3 years before he closed a 50-point lead, right?
Yep.
And why? Because there's this great hunger for don't give me fake politicians.
Yeah.
And they have all these stupid mythology
Yeah.
that no one believes. Oh, Joe Biden's the boy from Scranton. No, he's a boy from Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not blind. We saw him in
Hasn't
Washington
lived
for
in
the last
Scranton in
50
60 years. I mean,
Yeah,
let's get
the
rid
hell
of
out
that.
of here with Scranton, okay?
Scranton.
No one believes that horse crap. Like, come on. Oh, and I fought Corn Pop. And shut up. So, like, nobody believes.
lifetime ago.
By the way, shockingly, the Corn Pop story turned out to be true. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And by the way, Biden lies all the time, and the mainstream media covers for him.
Big time.
So, yes, there's a hunger.
He's the GOAT of that area, though, right? Lying, would you say you'd put him at the top as the GOAT?
No, Trump's always.
Stop
No,
it.
are you kidding me? Trump doesn't
The guy
stop lying.
doesn't use it. Every speech he ever gave teleprompter was
said he
written by
cured
somebody
cancer.
else.
Wait, he said he
used,
cured cancer
definitely.
last
Yeah,
week.
yeah. The
No,
guy
but that-
plagiarizing and
No, but
There's a difference between known lying and not known lying. Like Trump is knowingly lying, whereas Biden is just literally forgetful and dementia.
Cenk, just out of
driven.
curiosity,
There's a
where-
difference.
guys, don't ever. I'm putting my foot down here. Don't ever undermine the GOAT of all time of lying, President Joe Biden. Don't ever do that again. That's an insult.
He's
Okay?
a
This
GOAT.
is a
No
guy
way.
that does it in a way.
I never talk
and
to my
he's got
son about
a
his business
straight
dealings.
look on his
Look at
face.
Pull
It's
up
just
the amount of
GOAT.
lies in first term.
He's
I
the
guarantee
GOAT.
you.
Keep going.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
curious, Cenk, where was
Amount of
Newsom?
lies Trump versus Biden.
Stop.
Where was
Go.
Newsom? Did you put Newsom on the list of the people that?
Yeah.
How'd he do?
Newsom did better than the rest when
Yeah.
we put a laundry list together.
Yeah.
But he didn't. But what I found interesting about it was that he didn't jump out.
Got it.
Like it wasn't like, oh, Newsom's head and shoulders above
You think
everyone
he's
else.
running?
Well, it depends. So everyone in the establishment, look, guys, I'll be honest with you. Some people thought one of my announcements was that I'm going to announce to run for president, right? And I thought about it. And I'll tell you why I thought about it. It's because this voting base is super hungry for an actual anti-establishment person who's actually progressive, right? So RFK Jr.'s got issues with progressive. Marianne's a wonderful person, but mainstream media has done incredible damage to her and her perception of credibility, right? If you give me one strong progressive, we'd run through this field like a hot knife through butter, and we'd run through Biden. Bernie Sanders' number one problem was that he refused to attack Biden. And we all know this. I know everyone in his campaign. They've said it publicly now. They had notes for him to go attack him during a debate, and he wouldn't do it. And honestly, he prioritized his friendship with Biden over all of his voters. And so I love Bernie, but that broke my heart. And so if you said to me, Bernie running again, I'd say no, because he's not going to run. He's going to get in the race and then tell you Biden is great. No, that doesn't help at all, right? But you give me one strong progressive and we could definitely beat Biden. I got so desperate I thought about myself, right?
Why didn't you?
So look,
You'd have to run as a third party. You can't run as a Democrat.
I'd run as a Democrat. No way I'd run as a
You'd
third
get
party.
smoked.
No, I wouldn't.
You would get smoked.
No.
You would get destroyed.
Absolutely
They
not.
would never let a guy like
yeah,
I know.
you're-
I
yeah,
know.
Biden, they would make you look like shit quick.
So look, I ran for Congress once and I got eviscerated by mainstream media. People say, hey, why did you lose so badly? Well, if I had read...
You got 5.4%.
No,
or
I got
6%.
I got all the way up to 6.6.
6.6%. Yeah.
Pat, have a little respect.
No, it was one of them was 5.4%. Then you went up to 6.6%.
You know why? They still didn't stop. California is incompetent in a lot of ways that Democrats don't acknowledge. And they never stopped. They only counted 76% of the vote. If I was Trump, I would say I won. Okay, no. But why did I get only 6.6%? Because Los Angeles Times, New York Times, CNN all told people that I was anti-Muslim, anti-Semitic, anti-black, sexist, into bestiality. Every lie in the world. And the New York Times printed it like it was true. And so what I would tell people is if I saw that written about a candidate, I would vote against them. I'm originally Muslim. I don't want to vote against someone who's anti-Muslim. And they never gave me the mic. So they never gave me an opportunity to respond. And if you don't have an opportunity to respond and mainstream media smears you, you're done. You have no chance at all.
What makes you think it won't be any different this time around? Yeah.
Why would it be different in the presidential? Because, and I'll tell this to any progressive who's thinking of running and who's got any kind of courage, okay? Look, guys, the presidential level is totally different. There's all sorts of press. They almost can't deny you press. Here I am on this show. I can go on almost any right-wing show. I can go almost on any online media show, and so could any strong progressive. You can go on OAN. You can go on Newsmax. Eventually, you'll get on the Fox News. Look at what Vivek's doing. Vivek was nobody. Like, let's be honest. I'm 10,000 times more famous than Vivek before he started, right?
As of 6
Not
months
now,
ago.
though.
No, but not now. Why? Because Vivek is using media. You don't, in the past, mainstream media had a monopoly. And during 2016, they still had that monopoly. And so that's why the Bernie run was miraculous. And the press shut him out completely. In 2015, as he's doing a historic run, ABC spent 7 seconds talking about him in primetime news. 7 seconds. They spent more, all of the networks combined spent like 4 times the amount of time talking about Joe Biden, who didn't run in 2016, than they did about Bernie Sanders, who closed a 50-point lead. So the mainstream media is the most biased. Look, they're tied with Fox News. They're all horrible. But you give me a strong progressive, you let me do strategy for them, and we will manage that
Who's a strong
system.
progressive? Give me 2 or 3.
Look, this is the game that everybody plays, right? So the minute I name a name, everybody goes, oh, no way, it's a progressive, no way, oh, they have no credibility, etc. So look, I know she lost 2 races, right? But Nina Turner, and those 2 races would be used against her. She lost 2 congressional races, right?
Who is that?
Senator Nina Turner.
She's loud. She's a shit talker. Yeah.
R.I.P. Tina Turner, though, the real one. Who's Nina Turner?
She is a
Nina Turner.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with her.
Yeah, Nina Turner was the chairman of one of the chairmans.
You think
of
she
Bernie
has a
Sanders'
chance
campaign.
to be the president of the United States?
Oh hell yeah,
Dude.
Okay, so
No.
I know, but that's
No.
what everybody says.
No.
Look, you're no.
The answer's
No, you're 100% wrong.
Okay.
So you're buying into mainstream media, and I'll tell you why.
I know.
No, I'll tell you why.
That's the president of the United States right there.
Goddamn right. If she ran,
Cenk,
okay,
relax, dude.
So
I
no,
mean,
hold
come
on. So let's
Cleveland, y'all.
No, but this is you're doing exactly what I predicted ahead of time right here a minute ago. Okay, the minute I name any progressive, you go, oh no, I haven't heard of them. No, mainstream media says they suck. No way. Hey, she doesn't look right. I mean, you don't even know anything about her.
First of all,
I've seen her speak.
First of all, just so you know, I had no clue what she looked like because the only face I know is Twitter and the videos there. I go based on what she said. The stuff she says is super extreme to get.
No, it's not.
I'm just telling you from my side. I'm watching what some of the stuff that she says. She sounds extreme, but go ahead and say why you think she would have a shot.
She's anti-establishment. Okay, so if she was on this show, and maybe you should get her on the show, she would tell you things incredibly similar to what I'm saying. So we don't buy into establishment Democrats. We don't buy into mainstream media. And when we don't, they smear the living hell out of us, okay? They smeared me, they smeared her, they smeared every progressive I'll name. But I'll name a non-progressive to catch your attention because because we've all been brainwashed into thinking no progressive could ever win, right? Jon Stewart, he'd clean Joe Biden's clock. He'd beat him in a landslide.
I don't disagree.
Right?
I don't disagree.
So just give me someone who's kind of progressive, and I will beat Joe Biden.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.